All right, we have here the F5 VS for vertical standing. So this chair here is the most complex chair you can ever get. Again, it's the Permobil F5 vertical standing. This chair has 7 electrical functions. It has all kinds of goodies on here. The color is purple. We can change that color. If you don't like this color, don't let that bother you. This chair has 23 miles. It was used for 1 month, 23 miles. This is a Permobil F5 vertical standing, 7 electrical functions. So the first function we're going to show you out of this chair is the standing feature. That's probably why you're watching this video. So if you're going to stand someone, the first thing you have to do before you stand the chair up, you want to make sure you put your knee brace in right here, like this, on the front of the chair. And you want that knee brace to go in when the feet are in here. If the feet are up, you're not going to be able to get the knee brace in. You're going to be hitting the patient. So the foot plate has to be almost all the way under the chair before you put the knee brace on. The second thing you need to do is put your chest guard, or you can use the chest strap here if you don't want to use the chest guard, but we'll do both. So we'll put the chest guard in here. So now you've got everything ready with the person sitting in the chair. I'm going to hit the first button. So the first button on here is the standing feature. So it takes a few seconds. You'll see the chair will do all kinds of movements, and you'll see this chair standing in a second here. The nice thing about this chair, when the chair is standing, also, if you notice, these wheels were about 4 inches off the ground. Now they're on the ground, the front wheels. You need those there. It's a little more support when you're standing. So this is the standing position. This is as far as it'll stand. It won't get you any further than this. That's just the way it's supposed to be, okay? And you can still drive the chair with the seat elevated or standing. Let me push this to the second speed. So you can still drive the chair with the seat elevated. You can see the front of the chair right here. And you can see the back of the chair. You can see the chair is practically brand new. You can see the back of it, okay? While we have the chair elevated, let's look at the base on this chair. You have the 8-inch caster wheels in the back. You have 14-inch solid tires in the front that won't mark your floor. You have suspension here for the rear fork, and you have another suspension for the front. So you have four of these shocks right here, and they are adjustable. There's an adjustment to make the suspension tighter or looser. You have a motor for each wheel. You can see the end of the motor right here with the release. If I want to push this chair and I want to roll it around, of course I would make sure the seat is down. So I'm showing it to you this way now, but if I want to push it, all I have to do is push the lever down. And what that does, it unlocks the wheel, okay? Oh, I forgot. Turn your power off. That's why there was resistance in the motor. Now if I put it back, see how much easier it is? Look at that. So if you leave the power on, you're going to have resistance in the motor. So you have to do both motors, this side and the opposite side. Then you can roll the chair around. Put it back in gear. Turn your power back on. And now you're ready to go again. So you can see the way the chair is built. It's just built like a tank. So let's bring the chair back here. And now we're going to bring the seat back down to its sitting position. And you'll see when the seat goes back down, these wheels in front will come back up. You also have a swing away joystick on here, so it swings away from the front so you can get closer to a table. If you're left-handed, we can switch it to the left side with no problem. And you can see the wheel coming up. And the seat going all the way down. So this is called the standing feature, the feature I just showed you. And as I said, whenever you put the knee brace on, you have to have the feet all the way in. Like I'm gonna bring the feet in a little bit right now. It's a lot easier to put then it comes out much easier. So this is your knee brace, and the knee brace is adjustable. So you can adjust it this way to make it tighter this way, and you can adjust the height by moving these screws. There's holes here. You can move it all the way down to the last hole, all the way up to the top hole if you have a short person. We're going to remove the chest guard, which is also adjustable. So now the next feature I'm going to show you is called the electric seat lift. The seat lift is when the seat by itself goes up. This one has a 14-inch seat lift, so it'll start at roughly at 22 inches, 22, 23. This chair's a little taller because of all the motors. Roughly 22, 23, and you're going to add 14 inches. You're going to be about 36, 37 inches by the time you're all the way up. Again, this is the seat lift by itself. You can still drive the chair with the seat elevated, as you can see. Okay? So this is the seat lift we just did. I'm going to bring this seat back down. Another thing about this chair is it's full of goodies. It has headlights. You can see the headlights right here. I'm going to bring this seat all the way back down. The next thing I'm going to show you is called the electric tilt. The electric tilt is just when the bottom goes back. Okay, the opposite way. This is the tilt. The bottom goes back right here. It's going to take the legs, it's going to take the back because they're all connected together. So if you needed some circulation, this is the way you would do it. So this is the tilt. And the next thing I'm going to show are the feet. So these feet right here, they're going to go up. So if you needed some good circulation, you could do it this way. I'm going to show you the extreme position so you have a good idea. And you can see this motor right here right now. This motor also helps the legs go in and out. All right. So if this is too tilted, too much for you, you can go back down and you can be halfway tilted. As I said, there's so many different motors on this chair. There's so many different variation of positioning and comfort. So your feet would still be higher right there if you were at this position. So far, we have covered 5 electrical functions. There's still 2 more functions. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the legs back down. And I'm going to show you the last 2 functions, which makes 7 electrical functions. So I'm going to bring the legs down. As soon as they get down, we'll go on to the next function. When you're outside, leave those legs out so there's a little more room under your feet, under your foot place. You don't hit the ground anywhere with a curve or anything like that. All right, so the next function I'm going to show is called the anterior tilt, where the seat tilts forward. So what I'm going to do now is, so this is your recline. Okay. All right, the tilt. So this would be your tilting back right now. See how it's going back? Going back. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it back down to a regular position. I'm going to elevate the seat a little bit. So I'm going to raise the seat up a little bit, a couple inches. Okay? And then I'm going to do the tilt forward. Now, you got to hit it a couple times. There we go. So there we go. So now you can see the seat is no longer level, it's tilting forward. So it has a small anterior tilt to get you out of the chair if you needed to get out. Okay? So that's called your anterior tilt. You can see when I bring it down, you can see how the seat gets back down to my hand. Okay? So that's 6 electrical function. The 7th electrical function are the feet. They can move up and down electrically, but that function cannot be done through the joystick because there's not enough buttons, okay? You have to go through, not through the switch box, you have to go through the joystick. So you would go in the joystick and you would find a picture of the seat, and you want the arrows pointing this way on your picture of your joystick, of your seat. So if you want to switch the arrow, just move the joystick sideways until you find the arrow that makes the feet. There we go. So now I've got a set of arrows right below the feet. So if I do it now, watch the feet. See how they're going down? And that's what that little motor I was showing you earlier right here does, okay? So that's your 7th electrical function. And this brings it back up. But that function can only be worked through the joysticks. All the other 6 functions can be worked through here, okay? I'm going to put the chair back in drive, and we're going to talk about the chair. These arms are 18-inch. They're custom arms. They're also gel pads. Gel pad arm, very, very expensive arm. You have arm guards on the side right here, okay? These keep your arms from falling off, okay? So you have, that's also custom. You have the swing away joystick, which can be put on the left side if we had to. You have the drain cup holder right here. Permobil drain cup holder. You have another arm here. You have a safety belt. You have your chest guard. You have lateral pads that keep your knees on the footplate. These keep your knees from buttoning out, okay? You have headlights, and the headlights can be turned right here. And these are the good ones. These are really good headlights. So this chair only has headlight. It does not have tail lights. But you can see when I turn the chair around, you can see how good those lights are. You can see right there, it'll light up several feet in front of your chair. So it does have headlight that work through the joystick. The seat is 20 by 20. This is a Roho cushion. It's an air cushion. We can pump air in here through this valve right here with a little plastic pump. Now, one thing. Right now, this chair right here, from here to here, it's pretty wide. It's about 28, 29 inches. So this was set up for a large person. If this is the chair you want, all this can be customized. We can change the seat size, bigger. We can bring the arms in. We can do all that so the arms are tighter to the wheels right here. Right now, they're a little bit over the wheels because they're so wide. But this whole chair can be adjusted for you. When you charge this chair, you will take your charger and you'll plug it right below your joystick. And as soon as the light goes to full, the charger will stop charging. Let me give you a quick recap. This is the Permobil F5 VS power chair. This is the chair with the most features on the market today. It has 7 electrical features, 7 of them. It has the standing feature. It has the 14-inch seat lift, the electric tilt, the electric recline, the interior tilt. It has the electric legs that go up and down. So it has 7 electrical functions on this chair. Just an amazing power chair. You have gel arms, arm guards, you have a swing away joystick, you have the headlights on the front of the chair, the cup holder, the safety belt, the chest guard, of course the knee brace and the other chest guard will come with it. This chair has 24 miles. It was only used for a month, practically brand new. Color can be changed. If this is not your color, we can change the color with no problem. And this whole chair can be fitted to your size. So if you're looking for the top of the line in Permobil power chair with a standing feature, this would be the one to look at. So this is the Permobil F5 vertical standing. These are so smooth. Top speed that I got on this chair was 7.3 miles an hour. 7.3 miles an hour over here. That's what I got on the odometer right here, on the speedometer. It stops nice and straight. This is the one with the standing feature, the 7 different functions, just a gel arm, just a nice power chair. So it had no problem through the grass. What I'm going to do right now is I'm going to elevate the seat. The seat goes up 14 inches on this chair. So this is one of the few chairs where the seat, most in the old days, they used to go 5 inches. Then they went up to 7 inches. Then they went up to 10 inches. And a lot of the good ones today are up to 12 inches of the Quantums and the Permobils. But the F5 goes up to 14 inches in height, which brings you almost to 36 inches to the top when it's all the way up. Nice thing, your feet are always on the footplate, so it doesn't matter if you're sitting up here or down, you still feel very secure in your chair. So the seat is elevated. Of course, you know, when the seat's elevated, the speed will be greatly reduced. So your top speed is 1.5 miles an hour with the seat elevated. So if you're going to drive with the seat elevated, just make sure it's always on flat surface, at the restaurant, the malls, whatever, your house, flat surface. These are nice chairs, but you have to take care of them. It has the light. As I mentioned, we can change the color, that's no problem. This is the Permobil F5 standing with 7 different functions, practically brand new. Hi, I'm Mark.
And my name is Alex. We're co-owners of Marc's Mobility.
I started this company in 1995.
We sell many products, not just what you see in this video. If you have any questions or concerns, please call us at the number below at 800-677-6293. Thank you, and have a wonderful day.